Why hello extended class? This is Dan. It's Sunday night, kind of late. I'm not coming in today because I am sick and I didn't want to be a super spreader and get you all sick. I have no idea what's going on. COVID negative, but um, yeah. So here we are. I made some stuff for you to accomplish while I'm out today, pertaining to the topic that you voted on to study, which we call sleep. And no, that does not mean you're sleeping in class today. Okay. So I'm going to explain to you basically what the steps are to complete this. All right. Most of it's going to be worked on today. Some of it's actually going to be a week long homework, which is rather interesting. So you're first going to start is you're going to watch this video, right? And then this video, all it's doing is explaining what the assignments look like and what I'd like you to do on each of the files. Okay. So let's start. First, you're going to open up this thing called Sleep Module 1 Slides, okay? And the slides, we call them Lesson 1. I'd like you to make sure that you define these vocabularies here. Right on the slide is good. To be clear, this is Lesson 1. We're going to do 3 lessons at least on this that I put together, including here's your essential question. This is basically to guide you in your learning. You may not answer it yet, but by the end of the unit, you should. Learning intention, what is it you're going to focus on today more specifically? So first step on slide 9, I'd like you to write below, what do you know about sleep already? What do you believe you know or think you know? Okay. Then you're going to go to slide 10, which is hyperdoc activity. Now to do this, you're going to go back to Google Classroom. You're going to open up the hyperdoc. It's literally called hyperdoc, like that. And it looks like this. Basically, what you do is you're going to explore each link, watch the videos, okay, make sure you have sound on, and if the guest teacher wants to put them on together on your screen, that's perfectly cool too. And then there's also some reading. I think there's one specific reading I'd like you to read. And the theme really is about how much sleep you need, and particularly people your age as teens, there's surprises about the amount of sleep you need. It's shocking. Then you go to this last one where you can actually observe the human brain and look at these parts of the brain that are part of sleep. It's pretty cool. Okay, so that's the information. Then here is you're going to do some writing, and I expect you to write a lot because that's a lot of information. So I highly recommend taking notes while on paper, probably while you watch the videos and so on. And then your goal is to write and elaborate about these things. And this should look more like an essay. Okay. So you got 4 major questions. You may want to do them at the bottom here so you have more space to write. Lastly, you will be presenting your findings to class on Tuesday. I will be asking people to join teams and present what you found. So be aware of that. You will be applying that on Tuesday, assuming I come back on Tuesday. Okay. So that's step, I guess, number 2, right? So we went from the slides, the hyperdoc activity, you did that. Then you go back to the slides and you're going to go to this thing called homework. Now, homework. Basically, your goal is this is a challenge is you are going to monitor your sleep in regard to technology and waking up. All right? You're going to keep a sleep log. You're going to be doing 2 days starting tonight, Monday night and Tuesday night. You're going to log your sleep in and the amount of tech you used before bed, and perhaps if you woke up, if you use it then as well. Then on Wednesday and Thursday, the challenge is you are not going to use any technology 2 hours before you go to bed. I plan to have my fiance Jessie do this as well, and I'll do it too. And we'll see, hey, let's make a comparison. Did it have an impact in this little short study? Okay. Then there's some reflection questions at the end of that. What that looks like is here. You're going to have to do this Monday. Sorry, you're going to do this. Here's the log. You're going to actually read this over before you go to bed or now. And then when you wake up Tuesday morning, like a first kind of thing, you're going to start to work on your chart. Okay. So I'm going to explain this briefly and then I'll be off. So day 1 and 2, effectively, like I said, are about you using technology, which you probably do before bed. If you don't, that's okay. And I gave you my example right here. So this is Dan. So what effectively I did is up here, when I use blue, that means I believe I was sleeping. All right. If I used red, I woke up at night and I used technology. Okay, because I'm kind of lopping in here. All right, be aware of that. Now, if you didn't use technology, you can just simply use the color purple. Be aware of that. So what this looks like is, for me, here's my little story. I went into bed at 9, but I used Snapchat with my friends for, I wrote her, his friends, right? For 2 hours. Yeah, how about that? Then I went to bed, asleep at 11. Then I woke up at 2 and I used Snapchat for about an hour. And then I went back to bed and I got up at 6. Okay. You are going to do that for day one, which is going to be effectively tonight, Monday night. And you're also going to do it Tuesday night. And you're going to color those things in. That's your homework. Wow. The key thing is here is when you wake up, get it in there. Now, what it looks like later in the week, here's the challenge. We're going to shift it by one thing. All of us, we're not going to use any technology at all for at least 2 hours before bedtime. Then you're going to log in your sleep when you wake up. Okay. You're going to do this on Wednesday night and Thursday night. Then we'll have a lot of fun to talk about on Friday. Okay. When you are done on Thursday, I would like you to answer these questions. Okay. So that is that. That's the plan. Now, what it looks like in Google Classroom, lastly, is I have an explanation. I'm going to have the video that I'm making right now. It's going to be down here on the links. Then you're going to have those 3 assignments, the slides, the hyperdoc, and the sleeping log, your homework. Lastly, what I'd like you to do is journal. I think it's number 35. It might be 34. I can't remember. But this theme is about sleep. And I have 4 very specific questions to help you analyze your sleep and perhaps even make a stretch goal of how you personally can improve your sleep, because I know you want more. I know you do, because I do. All right. So good luck. If you need anything, you are welcome to use Remind. You can text me that way, but of course you can't use your phone in class. So a better idea would be for you to email me using my email. Okay. You can do that. I'll check that hopefully periodically through the day if I'm not like laid out, passed out with a fever. Um, that'll be that. So pay attention. Again, this assignment is required, as all assignments are. So if you want to take the day off, don't do it today. All right. So good luck. I miss you guys. You have a great Monday, and I hope to see you back on Tuesday. Ciao now.